So now you've got your code of 3 digits, you want to look at this chart I've made for you here, and you want to compare your numbers to that chart. And if your code in your game is 20.3, just like in my game, all you do is look on the chart and find 20.3, and boom, there it is. 20.3 has an extra 3 numbers of 66.8, and these are the numbers that you're going to input into the radio. So head to radio and you want to input 20.3 into the left side of the radio, and then you want to input 66.8 into the right side of the radio. Simple as that, and when the radio turns green, you've done it. So this next step involves Morse code. I'm going to show you what the Morse sounds like, and then I'm going to tell you such an easy way to complete this step. So that was the Morse code, and for this step you have to figure out 4 numbers from the Morse code. So fellas, the Morse code will play 20 beep noises all together, and it'll keep on repeating the same 20 beeps just over and over again. So when the Morse code starts off, it'll start playing 5 beeps, and then it's going to play another 5 beeps, and then it's going to stop for about a second or two, and then it will play another 5 more beeps, and then finally it'll play another 5 more beeps, and it'll stop for about 5 seconds maybe. And that is the end of the sequence. So this is what it sounds like for me in my game, fellas. But if you don't know what Morse code is and you don't know how to turn it into numbers, I'm just going to show you what the beeping noises mean. So the Morse code is made up of 2 beeping noises, and the quick beeps are known as dots, and the longer beeps are known as dashes. So here is an example of this, fellas. So I'm going to show you a short beep now. That is the short beep known as the dot. And then here is a long beep also known as a dash. There you go, fellas. So that is what Morse code is, and it's just dots and dashes really. So in your game the Morse code is going to play 20 beeps, and each 5 beeps corresponds to a number. So now I'm going to show you how you change your Morse code 5 beeps into a number. So what I did in solo was leave a zombie till end of round. I killed it, and then with that 20-second interval between rounds I used my video on my iPhone, so I had no zombies attacking me and I can hear it really clearly. And then I paused the game, fellas, and I looked at my phone and I replayed that video of the Morse code just over and over again, and I was listening to each of the 5 beeps. And I also had this little chart up as well. You can screenshot this or use it, fellas. This is a Morse code converter chart. This will change your Morse code into numbers. So keep on replaying your video and find your Morse code on the chart. So I just played back my video and I just focused on the first 5 Morse code beeps. So for me in my game, my first number was the number 1. And as you can see, fellas, the same dots and dashes match up with the number 1 on the chart. So that is one of the numbers figured out, so I'm going to write down the number 1 on a bit of paper. I now move on to the second 5 Morse code beeps. So we look at the chart and we can see that my 5 beeps convert to the number 9. Simple as that, fellas, and I'm going to write the number 9 down. On to my next 5 Morse code beeps now, and these beeps were a dot dot dash dash dash. So we'll look at the chart and we can see the Morse code converts to the number 2. So now I'm going to write the number 2 down. Now on to my last 5 beeps of my Morse code, and as you can see the dots and dashes convert to the number 1 again. And then I'm going to write the number 1 down, fellas. So that is how you figure out the Morse code. So here is a quick sum up of what I've just shown you, fellas. You want to first video the Morse code on your phone, and then listen to your Morse code, keep replaying it, look at the chart, figure out your first 5 beeps, and then figure out your next 5 beeps, and then find out your next 5 beeps, and then finally figure out your last 5 beeps. Because all the 5 beeps, as I've said many times, convert to one number.